I want to show you some screenshots gathered by the Pro Male Collective concerning some T-app, which proves that these people are complete homophobes. Man haters are homophobes, as well as racist. Now, before I show you these screen caps, let's go right to the bottom where they discuss this in a nutshell, in a paragraph. There's more I could upload, more screenshots. I don't want to make this post too long. From what our spies tell us, homophobia is common on the T app. We'll look at those and see if that's the case. Lots of slut shaming of men for sleeping around. Women deselect a large section of population, then complain about the results. That's a good point. Also, women play the victim over slut shaming so hard. That is so true. Also, for a man to sleep around, women are sleeping with him and vice versa. Yes, exactly. There's a lot of pedo smearing and usage of weasel words used to keep the discourse vague on purpose. Yes, these women are saying awful things about men and they don't want it to get zapped for it. Also complaints about men not paying child support. We'll see if that's true. Pro child support is pro rape, true, as child support slavery is a form of rape. It is. That's not an exaggeration. That's what it is. The expectation that women can open her legs to a random man and have kids, then blames the men when the women have complete control over reproduction is disgusting. That's the lightest word you could use for this. How would these women know the man is not paying? Also, the expectation the man should be paying at all is the expectation that a rape victim should not struggle and give in to their rapist. Well put. Well put. The T app is a general stalking and doxing app. That's exactly what it is. It proves women behave far worse than men online. Exactly, guys. Listen to this. Why is that important? Because it's not just hypocrisy, but women use anything men say online that is negative as an excuse to get men silenced and also uh, push laws of terrorism against men who voice their discontent. Update. Just notice how young the men are who are getting smeared. Oh man, this is sickening. Okay, so we'll get into this. We'll get into this. Let's see some of these screenshots. Let's see. He's a hoe and dated my homegirl and didn't shower or brush his teeth. Also broke Ash, but need more tea. Broke Ash? I'm not familiar with all the gibberish, right? So he's a hoe. So in other words, he's sleeping around with other women. There's that slut shaming that the OP was talking about, right? Damn, I just matched with him on Tinder. So they're going to mention multiple platforms. So this is Tinder. So this is all about cock blocking a guy, right? This is doxing and this is stalking. It's like I just matched on him Tinder. So in other words, this girl might have liked to shack up with this guy, but she's like, no, we're going to reject him, right? He's ran through. So he had sex with a man, and that is bad. That's not homophobic, is it? Act like he's so innocent, but reality he's not. So he's guilty of having sex with men. Plus, he's expecting a baby any time now. Really? Is he expecting a baby? He's a father. He's a husband. Is this guy married? So, in other words, did he just impregnate a woman? Right. He's on Tinder and Facebook dating. Oh my God. So, multiple platforms. They've talked Tinder and Facebook. So, they're chasing this guy around. This is a stalking platform, right? Or I should say, stalking space. He's weird and ran through. Yeah, that's what I mean. He was right about the weasel words, right? So, in other words, he's had sex with a man. That's bad. But he's weird. How is he weird? That's the weasel word, right? It's just the same as saying creepy, right? Hold up, I'm pretty sure me and him talk on Snap. Holy shoot. So they talk about Facebook, Tinder, now Snap. Met on Facebook dating. He was wanting to hang out with me this weekend in the Hobbs. He seemed like he was a good guy. Said he don't go around just work and play video games. Well, that's probably true, but what's wrong with that? But he's not a good guy because he banged a man, right? Homophobic right to the core. 0 out of 10. Don't even add him if he adds you. Nasty. See, this turns out to be a really good looking guy. They say someone says so. But he's 0 out of 10 because he's gay. Yeah. He has a whole ass baby who I guess he cheats on all the time. So he has a girlfriend and he bangs. Oh, does he actually have a girlfriend? He's just banging multiple women. He's literally gay. Right. So he's gay, but he has these all these girlfriends and he's producing all these children. I suspect he's bisexual, but notice there's no distinction to these man haters. Bisexual and gay, same thing for them, right? He wanted to be a sperm donor to this lesbian couple. Oh, so is this guy a bisexual man who's with the LGBT and he's willing to donate his sperm to a lesbian couple who probably hate his guts, right? So all these babies, all these accusations of him having babies, it's probably just him being a sperm donor, right? He literally tried to get at me when then removed me after he sent me a dick pic. It's so small but stubby. Okay, he probably removed you because you weren't interested, right? But notice this is his go-to insult. Guys have small dicks, right? Let's see. He gay and he gets pegged. See, there it is in a nutshell. The guy is homosexual. These are homophobes. He's a dick lover and slept with my guy friend. I have a video. Well, that's not doxing, is it? Right? He tried raping my friend. Horrible person. So this is a bold-faced lie, period. Period. Most likely he came on to someone she knows. Girl, he's a hoe. There you go again, slut shaming. We've been off and on since cousins last summer. Since cousins? So in other words, he slept with me, then slept with another woman. To women, to them, guys should just, if they show any interest, if you spread your legs, they're just supposed to be, centered on you and nobody else. He belongs to you. So everything women accuse men of is projection. They're the ones who believe that men should just be committed to them 100% while they sleep around, right? He's a piece of shit. Low key just wants a man. So again, uh, being bisexual makes him a piece of shit. Right. He proposed to his girlfriend as soon as he got caught cheating. Did he? How would they know? Met him a few weeks ago, and I think he is DL. Delicious. He also gave off hope vibes big time. So in other words, sleeping around with other women, like these women select men. Again, like the OP mentioned, they just deselect most men, so they have to share what men are there that they actually like. So they're to blame for this. He's a fuckboy again. Hey, there he is again. Slut shaming. I thought only men did this to women. And you're right, these women are far worse. OP, you're right. Women are far worse online. I don't see male spaces saying shit like this about women, right? It's usually a guy who has been fucked around by his girlfriend. No, his girlfriend banged some other guy. But these women are talking about guys that they don't even know, that they have no personal connection to. That's a whole other level that men don't reach, right? Oh my God. Really nasty. Do you know him? Right? So it's a doxing site. Got 10 kids, pays no child support, and takes care of none. There you go. As the OP pointed out, he was right again. You see, the pro male collective, we have receipts to what we claim, unlike these people, right? So he's a sperm donor. So again, these 10 kids probably got women who wanted to get pregnant by him. So there's no reason for him to pay child support, is there? Now there's more, but I'm not going to read anymore because he's right. Oh, scary. Oh, just a minute. I got to read this one. I don't know, but he is beautiful. So this is a very good looking man, right? And that's why he's getting selected, right? Scared of women. So this guy, this is the contradiction that you see in liars like this. So this guy, he's a fuck boy. He's a hoe. He's has multiple children, but he's scared of women. Okay, I think. Low key weird. That's just another word for creep, right? Seen him at parties and he is very aggressive, sometimes very sexual human. Really? So this is bad, a man being sexual, right? And aggressive just means he actually comes on to people. Yeah, you can't try your luck as a man, right? Even though all these girls want to bang him. Okay, we've read enough. Thank you, OP. Everything you said. Yeah, look at the physique. That's a beautiful young man. Thank you, OP. You're 100% right. And I think or I know your screenshots have proven you right. And thank you for exposing these scummy lowlifes. Thank you.